Hey guys, how are we today? Dr. Stephanie Stroud here with Cornerstone Animal Hospital. I'm in my car because I'm traveling, so I've pulled over to the side of the road so we can talk about this because I didn't want to miss out on our live for Cornerstone's Pet Tip of the Week today. And so what is our topic today? Today's topic is, I think my animal ate something poisonous, now what? Okay, so a couple tips for you guys. I'm going to kind of go through a list of them. First things you need to know is there is a thing called the Pet Poison Hotline. And I highly, highly recommend you get a pen and paper and you write this number down or you program right into your phone because this is going to be a very valuable tool for you. So again, and you can even Google this. It's called Pet Poison Hotline, and that is a little bit different because if you Google poison control of the animal, there's going to be pet poison control and then the pet poison hotline. And you want the one that's the hotline because they have 24/7 assistance for you guys, okay? And so the number is 855-764-7661. Again, that's the number for the Pet Poison Hotline. So some tips though for you. If you think your animal ate something poisonous, what do you do? And so the first thing you do is you want to remove your pet from the area of the poison and make sure that the area is kind of secure so there's no other pets. If you have multiple pets, no other pets are allowed access to the area, and definitely make sure that your kids are out of that area too because you don't want your kids to be getting poisoned. Okay, so remove your pet from the area. Next things, make sure your pet is okay. Is it breathing? Is it acting normally, or is it acting abnormally, or having difficulty breathing? If it is having trouble, then of course you want to contact the Pet Poison Hotline or your emergency or local veterinarian ASAP. But if it's doing okay, it seems stable for the moment, then collect a sample of the material. I just slobbered on myself. I'm so sorry. That's really gross. Talking too fast. Collect a sample of whatever the poison you think your animal ingested, whether that be food or a chemical or a plant. Bring all that stuff with you. Have it ready to go. If there's packaging that's been torn up, save some of the packaging. Maybe it's the drug, some of the vial, or the container. Save it and put it in a little Ziploc bag. So if you need to go to the veterinarian, you have that packaging and that stuff available for you. If there's any vomit, collect a sample of that and put it in a bag and bring it with you. Okay. Next, do not, and I repeat, do not give any home remedies. Okay, that might include milk, food, salt, oil, or any other home remedy you may see on the internet. Okay, reason being is because if we don't know what poison that is, some of those things can actually be contraindicated, meaning they can make your pet worse, or they can make the toxin absorb into the system more. And so you do not want to give any home remedy because you don't even know if it's going to work. Okay, do not give hydrogen peroxide. And so I think on the internet, if you Google things, there's going to be this thing that says you can induce vomiting for poison events. But you do not want to induce vomiting until you've either talked to your veterinarian or until you've talked to the Pet Poison Hotline, because there are some poisons that are actually contraindicated to induce vomiting. It can actually cause a lot of problems if we're to induce vomiting in a poison that could cause ulcerations or things that are hard on the esophagus or the mouth. So definitely don't want to induce vomiting unless your veterinarian or the Pet Poison Hotline has instructed you to do so. I would not even do it until you've talked to them. Now, when it comes to induced vomiting, again, you've read this stuff about hydrogen peroxide. Just don't use it, okay? There are drugs now that we can use safely to help with that. And definitely never give it in cats, okay? It's going to make your cat very angry with you, first of all, because it already feels bad. And then all it's going to do in cats is it's going to make them salivate and get frothy and foamy, spit on their mouth, and just make them feel much worse. So just don't use it, guys. The best thing to do is to contact the Pet Poison Hotline and discuss with them what's been done, okay? And the next deal is, again, get help ASAP. And the thing that we here at Cornerstone recommend is call the Pet Poison Hotline, because they are the most up to date with all the new poisons, with all the new chemicals and products that come out these days. So call them, and there is a small fee to talk to someone, but if you pay that covers today's, that event, and then any future calls or anything in regards to that poison, that is all included in that. So they are the best people to contact. Of course, if you can't get a hold of them, which you should because they're open 24/7, you still want to contact your veterinarian or an emergency vet clinic. Here at Cornerstone, we take our own emergencies, so definitely give us a call and we can help. Even if it's after hours, we have veterinarians on call so that we can meet you guys and meet your needs. I know sometimes it's easy to want to wait and see if anything happens with your pet, but when it comes to toxins or poisons, guys, it is much easier, less expensive, and safer for your pet to contact someone immediately, because sometimes we can help initiate treatments or things before clinical signs get bad. Okay, we can tell you what to monitor for, so you know how to best care for your pet during that time. Okay, and in some cases, if we do need to induce vomiting, we can do that. You actually are only there's a certain time period that we have when we talk about inducing vomiting in those toxins or poisonous products that it is recommended. Again, a lot of poisonous products we do not recommend vomiting at all because it's contraindicated. And so again, talking to the Pet Poison Hotline is the best thing to do. And of course, contacting us if we're your regular veterinarian, or even if you have concerns as emergency in Joplin. There's not many people who take their own emergencies, and so we're happy to help you with whatever your pet's needs are. So that is today's tips of the week, how to handle poison. I will put a link to the website in the comments below a little bit later tonight. But again, the number that you will want to save for the Pet Poison Helpline is 855-764-7661. And I would program that into your phone, guys. It's not often that your pet may get into a poison, but when it does, it's going to be really handy to have that on hand, and you don't have to worry about finding that number or looking it up. So I would just program it right into your phone right now. So, all right, you guys have a wonderful rest of the day. As always, be sure to, give me a thumbs up or wave or say hello so I know you watched. I'd love to hear any comments or any thoughts, and, just say hi. We're glad you're here. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.